Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm very pleased to bring an update on the Dubai women's race taking place in November 2017. I'm joined by two ladies from the Sikh community who've been successful and selected to represent Sikh Channel and Sikh Channel Aid in the Dubai race. Sandeep Kaur Jandu, welcome to Sikh Channel. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And Indrajit Kaur Verdi from Wolverhampton. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sandeep, if we can start with you briefly, can you tell us about your occupation, where you live and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm from Wolverhampton. I'm 29 and I am a solicitor in Birmingham.
That's great. Too many solicitors in the world. And Indrajit, can you tell us about yourself?
Certainly, so I'm 34, I'm also from Wolverhampton, and I currently am a digital business analyst.
That's tremendous, and we'll ask you what that means and what you do shortly. Sure. But can you just tell us, Sandeep, how you came to apply for this great event?
Of course. So running in general has a number of benefits. It's very good for cardiovascular system, it keeps you looking younger, and it keeps people together, it keeps family together. Indy and I have been running for a good couple of years now, and we thoroughly enjoy it. So the passion started off when I was 11 years old. The local school I was with asked me to partake in local cross-country running. And I remember going home that day and speaking to my father and saying, you know, I've been invited to run, how do I do it? Now, Dad, he loves his walks, doesn't he? So,
sorry, I should explain very quickly. You're actually cousins.
Yes, we are.
We are, yes.
Your fathers are brothers.
They are.
Yes, they are. So I went home that evening and explained to my dad I'll be running, and he was delighted at the opportunity. So he said, right, Sandy, let's wake up half an hour early before school and start training. I was just completely taken back. But I thought it's daddy and daughter opportunity for bonding time. So half an hour we'd wake up and I'd run. And I actually noticed a big difference, that even at school at a young age, that I had more energy. I was in good shape, and it was good for mental alertness. So my passion...
You felt much better.
Absolutely, you really do. It's got so many benefits, running, jogging, skipping, whatever it may be. And then I turned my hobby into a passion, and then passion into charitable events. So Indy and I, we've literally just done the Compton Hospice 5K run for Wolverhampton in July.
Really? That's tremendous.
Yeah, and Indy will tell you about the marathon she ran on Sunday.
Yeah, so this year, through my work, through the charity event that we're raising money for, which is the Birmingham Children's Hospital, I took part in the 10K, the Birmingham 10K, earlier this year, and more recently, last week, took part in the half marathon as well.
That's great. So you're very well trained already, and you're used to running. So we expect you perhaps to come in the first 10, maybe.
We will definitely try our best.
We will try.
That's great. So have you got a competitive streak? Are you very competitive, Indrajit?
I think I've definitely become competitive, especially this year. So, yes, a little bit, yeah.
That's super. And Sandeep,
Yes.
what do you think about Sikh Channel and the programmes on Sikh Channel?
I think it's fantastic. It's such a platform and an opportunity to bring the community together. It educates people like myself from, you know, a background where we are at a very young, youthful age, and it unites people together. It brings communities together. You learn so much, and honestly, we would like to say a very big thank you to Sikh Channel and Sikh Aid for putting on a momentous and memorable 7th year annual women's run in Dubai. It's an opportunity we couldn't be more grateful for.
Absolutely.
And Indrajit, have you been to Dubai before?
I have, yes. I have.
On holiday?
Yes, that's right.
That's
yes.
great. And what do you think of Dubai? Did you like it?
Yes, it's a great holiday destination, definitely. But to actually take part in an event like this is just a whole different experience, I think, definitely.
And what about the fundraising element, Indrajit? We want you as contestants, people taking part, representing the community, to also fundraise for Sikh Channel Aid for all our various projects. We are building a school and a Gurdwara in Nepal.
Yes.
We have a project in Kenya. We do a lot of work across India. What do you think about the fundraising?
It's actually been something I've been aspiring to for a long time. So the reason I applied was actually through my father, who actually saw the promotion on Sikh Channel and because of all my running this year, asked me to apply, which I did. So actually, with all the projects going ahead where the fundraising money will go to is absolutely something that I've been inspired to, because he used to be a school teacher. So I've always wanted to work in building a school, and we're always donating money as well to Gurdwara in India. So it's great that I'm able to do that as well through this.
Sandeep, what do you think about charity work and seva and service is a big part of the Sikh faith? It's something that we all do.
Absolutely.
What's your view of seva?
I absolutely adore it. It brings people close. It's relief. Honestly, you could be carrying out seva and just feel so connected to your community. And not just about faith, but it is bringing people together. You'll see your friends from school you never saw before, your family members, everybody will congregate at the Gurdwara. And it's not just about the Gurdwara in particular, but charitable events are fantastic. There's no price tag on it. It brings people together. It's so much fun. And honestly, I would recommend it to everybody out there, because it really does unite people. And this one in particular, we're very both proud of to be a part of, because it's embracing women. It's attacking stigmas, overcoming obstacles, and really bringing everybody together.
Indrajit, can you tell us a little bit about your job, your occupation, your profession, what you do? You work in digital marketing, is that right?
That's right, yes. That's essentially the department. But I work on digital transformation projects for companies. And
it's a big title.
it is a big title, yes, and it is difficult to explain. But essentially, I work with development teams and testers, and we kind of develop a website essentially for corporate companies.
And how do you find your job? Is it quite demanding and challenging, or are you quite happy where you are?
Both, really. It's demanding, it is challenging, it is quite a niche area as well, so that's probably why the role seems quite new and a little bit weird to some people, because it's hard to explain, but it's a great job.
The digital world is changing constantly.
It is, we're all in it.
Fast.
Yes, it is very fast, and we are in it day to day. We use it, and it transforms people's lives. So, yeah.
Sandeep, why did you become a solicitor?
I think that goes down to both our fathers. They're both teachers. I have a very competitive DNA inside of me. But I think most importantly, it's obtaining justice where justice is required and helping people. And that's the biggest part of our Sikh communities. The foundation of Sikhism is equality, and it's helping people, and that's what I love doing.
The Sikh faith has a very egalitarian element, as Sandeep mentioned, Indrajit. In our faith, women, ladies are given great equality, great opportunity to reach God, to become part of the Gurdwara Seva, to become Gyanis, to do Path. There's no restriction. When we go to the Gurdwara, we all sit together and so on. And what do you think about the Sikh faith, this very modern element of the Sikh faith?
It's very good. It's evolving. I mean, there's still a long way to go, I think, and it might be to do with the countries we're in, but especially in India that I've seen, they eradicate the caste system, like you said, the Sangat, they sit with one another. That's beautiful to see, and I think that needs to be more global. So I think we've still got a long way to go, but I'm so proud of my upbringing and what I'm a part of. And now that in my adult life now, I'm able to continue and definitely, hopefully aspire my nieces and my nephews as well to kind of evolve the Sikh community like that.
Is that why you're taking part, to help to inspire other younger people?
Absolutely, yes. Not just as a woman, but it's also for the younger generation as well.
So in the region that we are planning this race,
Yes.
women have a lot less rights and opportunity.
Yes.
And this women's race is particularly important. And we're also taking the Sikh community forward in that race. We want to present the Sikh community as role models for the rest of the world to follow. What do you think about that?
I think it's fantastic. This is such an international and regional opportunity for everybody to get involved. The women's run is not just for women, it's for everybody, dads, uncles, grandpas, whoever it may be. we can all support one another, and it's so important. And you kindly mentioned about women being role models. Absolutely. I think that, you know, so many of us go through so much in life, and to look at, we'll think that, oh, they're okay, there's nothing wrong. But there's a history and there's a story behind every individual. And I think when you put on these charitable events, it really does unite people. You meet so many amazing people, and it really brings family, culture, it doesn't matter what background you're from, everybody's working to one goal, one focus, and we're together.
In that you're taking part in this race with your cousin Sandeep, so you've got an advantage straight away. You've got somebody that you know, somebody you've grown up with. But in this event, you'll be meeting other people, other ladies who are going with us from the Sikh community.
Yes.
What do you think about the networking opportunity?
I'm really looking forward to it, 'cause I want to do more of this. So it would be good to see women from different backgrounds as well, and even their running experience as well, but what they're doing for charities as well, and raising funds as well.
And where do you think this will lead to in the after the race? What would you like to see become the outcome or the long-term legacy of this activity by Sikh Channel Aid?
Yeah, I mean, it's phenomenal that this kind of event has been running for so long. I hadn't realised that actually until I saw the promotion myself.
It's the first time the Sikh Channel are involved, but the women's race has been running for many years.
Yeah.
And Harmeek Singh, who's the director of Sikh Channel Aid and represents the Gulf region for us, it's the first time his organisation are sponsoring the whole event, the whole race, which is a huge expense and undertaking. So
yeah, sure.
it's a matter of pride for us that one of our Sikh brothers from our community is taking on such a big service, not just for the Sikh community, but there'll be all sorts of people taking part in that race, all sorts of ladies from Dubai.
I definitely would like to see how the money is getting utilised. It's great that we're raising it, but it'd be good to actually see what's happening with that in practice, but also more events for this to occur globally, so a lot more women can take part of all age ranges. That'd be wonderful to see.
Sandeep Indrajit mentioned that she would like to see after the race how the funds that we raise are used.
Yeah.
We've got a project in Nepal at the moment, which is a tremendous project. We're educating hundreds and hundreds of children. We're building a school and a gurdwara. Would you like to get involved in that project after this race?
Absolutely, it would be. I'd be honoured if I was asked, because in Denai, like we said, there's no price tag when it comes to charitable events or running. It's for free, and if you're passionate about it, if you've got a hobby, you can turn that hobby into a passion, and it's fantastic. We would like to see that so many people out there are supported, and it's these events where you bring people together and you network, and you could be helping anyone and everyone. So from the legal background or as a business analyst, you can always share ideas.
That's right. And it's very important that we are acting as role models.
Yes.
Wherever we go in the world, Sikhs are very visible, particularly gentlemen who wear turbans and have the beard. And it's always important that we have a good image and we project ourselves well. And you'll be travelling, Indrajit and Sandeep, as role models and representatives of the Sikh community worldwide on behalf of Sikh Channel. It's quite a responsibility. How do you feel about that, Indrajit?
It is a very big responsibility, but I've been part of the community ever since I was born, and I've got great role models ahead of me. So this is, I mean, Seva is just not at the Gurdwara. Seva is a humanitarian thing, and it's what I've been born into. So I'm up for the challenge and responsibility.
That's tremendous. Sandeep, as a solicitor and a lawyer, and you've taken part in a lot of charitable events already, particularly runs and marathons. What advice would you give to the other people who are going on this project?
Let's just have fun. Let's get together. Let's work together. One goal, one focus. Together we can make a difference. That's what I would say.
And that is to win the race.
Of course, and to win the race. And raise as much money as we can. Let's support one another. We can do it together. Social media is fantastic. It's such a platform to try and raise awareness and raise the funds required. And I know we can do that together.
That's tremendous. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'd like to have some last words about this event and opportunity and what you hope to achieve from both of you. Perhaps we can start with you first, Indrajit. Your last words.
I am so grateful to be part of such a wonderful event that's been taking place. I hope it can do justice for my family, and also I'm hoping to raise as much money as I possibly can as well. So I hope you all can show your support.
Thank you. Sandeep?
Last words would be to let's enjoy this moment. There's so much more to come. Stay tuned, support your sisters, your mums, your wives, whoever it may be that's going to be joining us in Dubai 2017. Let's get together and let's just make a difference. So thank you ever so much, and thank you to the Sikh channel, Sikh Aid. Indy and I are very grateful.
And Harmeet Singh.
And Harmeet Singh, definitely.
The director of Sikh channel
Absolutely.
Middle East.
Yeah, Plan B and Harmeet Singh, you've all come together. It's such a memorable and momentous opportunities come our way, and we would, we hope to do you proud and do our community proud as well. So thank you.
That's great. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you
for this
Linda.
Dubai Ladies Race update, and we hope to hear more from you in the coming weeks. Thank you very much, Indrajit and Sandeep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.